I'm currently 3 games into a men's league and I've already experienced a tough loss in which I played terrible, an absolute blowout, and an insane comeback that came down to the final shot. I knew joining the men's league and being in a competitive environment would be challenging and exciting, but it has far exceeded my expectations. A while back on the podcast, I remember hearing one of my inspirations, David Goggins, say
that was 62 hours I gained 7 years of knowledge. The ups and downs, the pain, the suffering.
I think I'm starting to understand what he meant. Life is all about experiences, the highs, the lows, gaining new perspectives, the failures, the wins. It's all part of the journey. And although we're only 3 games into this men's league, I feel like it's lasted for months. If you're gonna play sports at any competitive level, you have to be mentally prepared for a fight. I'm learning this the hard way. I didn't play sports growing up. Heck, I didn't even touch a basketball until I was 14. As I'm sure any athlete can tell you, once you step onto that court or that field, it's war. People are gonna trash talk you, try to get into your head, whatever it takes to win. That's the mentality. And I already knew that coming in, but experiencing it was a whole different story.
Go for pressure. Like, you're here to have fun. Mambas on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mambas.
Game 1, I was nervous. I didn't play confident. I wasn't sure of myself. I just didn't want to mess up, and I played like that. Rather than trying to be aggressive and make plays for my team, I was playing to not let them down. Basketball takes way more than just having the skills. You have to know how and when to use them. And more importantly, you can't have any doubt, any second guesses. When you're on the court playing in real time, the game also moves much quicker than it looks like from the outside. I can only imagine what it's like at the higher levels with more athletic, taller competition. The only reason why we're even in game 1 is because of Journey. He showed out, he did his thing. I was ecstatic when he agreed to join the team and play with us. And he showed exactly why he made a pro roster before he got injured. I got to be on the floor with and see in real time the difference between where I'm at and where I want to be.
We gotta communicate. That's just one stop. They don't want to hit the pin at all. They want to shoot 3-pointers. Yeah. Run them up, take longs, let's go. We can cut this down in 3 minutes. They're chilling right now. They're mad comfortable. They think we're sorry.
And this is him after not playing competitive basketball in 2+ years and really not playing that much at all in those 2 years because of injuries. And I know I have a long road ahead of me before I even get to that level, but I know I could have played so much better even now. All right, those are the key takeaways from game 1, but it was still a good game. It was pretty close. So here's how it ended.
Nothing? You cannot expect anything.
And 1. God damn.
Short, that's a travel.
Good shot. That's ball, that's ball. Yeah, fam.
Right here, you got 4, Josh. Hey, watch the elbow.
I didn't throw an elbow, bro. Relax. Okay. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to throw it. I didn't throw an elbow. I went up. I wasn't trying to hit you on purpose. That loss was embarrassing, and honestly, we had no business losing to that team. But I think it might have been the best thing that could have happened for us. I know it lit a fire in me, and the rest of the guys definitely didn't like taking that loss. I know we'll be a much better team coming into game 2, and I know I'm gonna do what it takes to make sure I'm sharp and I'm ready to go. All right, that's enough yapping for now. Let's move on to game 2, and I'll see y'all when it's game time. Let's go. Those words were heard a lot throughout this game too. Journey set the tone. He noticed that it was an older team, and if we're being honest, they weren't that skilled, so we pretty much just ran them out of the gym. That was the game plan. Turn everything into a fast break. Honestly, it couldn't have worked out any better. I'm not gonna lie, this play kind of pissed me off. The ref's explanation for not calling a foul was basically that I was doing too much, and I was like, what do you mean too much? I did a Euro. Yeah, so when the guy fell, he tried to catch himself with my arm and he smacked the life out of my forearm. I had a knot in my forearm for about 4 days after this. And you know what I got out of all that? Nothing. Not even one free throw. To be fair, I mean, that's not the ref's decision to make, but I had a wide open layup on the other side, or I could have passed to my teammate, so it's still kind of my fault. I made a bad decision. I decided to join in on the fun and get me a fast break layup in there as well. I think this was my only one of the game, but overall I just played a lot better, played a lot more confident, more comfortably. Again, granted, this is not the most talented team, so take that with a grain of salt. Pretty much sat out the last 10 minutes of the game. We were up a lot. They didn't really need me, so we just let the guys off the bench get some reps, along with Journey continuing to shoot threes and hit fast break layups. I will say that I'm pretty sure these rims are a little low. I kind of noticed it just when I was shooting around, but then I decided to give it a little check, and I am not jumping like this on a normal 10-foot rim. It's probably like 9'9" or 9'10". I mentioned before that we had some better competition in Game 3, and that was not an understatement. The team we're playing today, it's the team that won the championship in this league last season. I made sure I got there super early to get a really good warm-up in, make sure my shot was feeling good and I was warm before the game. I didn't know exactly how much the team was going to need me, but I wanted to be ready. I'm expecting to feel more comfortable and more confident going into each game. And I'm really just hoping I play well. Don't want to let the team down. This is a good team we're going up against. And also, I want to see the progress within myself. I know it will take time, but the whole point of this is just to learn how to play organized basketball and see where I fit in that environment and where I'm effective. Once the ball was tipped off, we pretty much immediately saw why they were the defending champions. The team played with a lot of energy, they knew each other well, they knew where to be on the floor, and they forced a lot of turnovers with their defensive scheme. That's really where they got most of their points, forcing turnovers and getting out on the fast break. So not only were we struggling to score, a lot of our shots weren't falling, but they were also getting easy baskets on the other end. The other big thing was this team could shoot. In the first half, we gave up way too many open threes, turned over the ball way more than we should have, and we just weren't hustling, didn't have good energy. We gave up a lot of offensive rebounds and easy baskets. We were unorganized, out of place, and just didn't look like we knew what we were doing. And that resulted in us being down 13 going into halftime. The score was 17-30. At this point, things look bad. We don't want to start the season 1-2. That will pretty much guarantee we miss the playoffs if that happens. So coming into the second half, we need to make some shots, we need to get some stops, we just need to have better energy as a team, just play better. We're definitely capable of doing it. Now, it's just time to go out there and do what we need to do. Even to start the second half, things weren't looking too good for us. But every good team is led by a great leader, and we had one. Everything started to change when Journey hit this shot right here. It was just 1-3, but it's what ignited us, got us going offensively. I mean, we had 17 points in the first half. We couldn't score the ball to save our lives. But after that shot, we started to get some momentum. I drew this offensive foul because the screener grabbed my arm. The other team also picked up some cheap fouls trying to reach in, and they started getting frustrated. I hit my honorary three, as I do every game, and then Journey did exactly what a great leader would do, and completely took over the game. He hit 3 after 3, pretty much single-handedly got us back into this game, and then he topped it off with this 4-point play that would not only tie the game and then put us up 1 point with a free throw, but also, I think that's what broke the other team mentally. Their frustration was at an all-time high. They're arguing with the refs, arguing with each other. They just completely broke down. Their best player even sat out the last few minutes of the game. Didn't even want to come back in, he was so frustrated. I think that 3 was the only points I scored this game. But I'm proud of the team. We showed resilience, we showed grit, and Journey showed that there are levels to this basketball thing. However, this team didn't go out without a fight. They still made some timely shots, and after a couple questionable calls by the referee, this ended up going down to the last possession. And that'll do it. We ended up coming back from 17-30 at halftime to winning that game 59-57. We are officially 2-1 on the season. I'm pretty sure we can only afford 2 losses to make the playoffs because I think only 4 teams make it, so every loss, every game matters. As the games go on, I'm going to try to be better and more aggressive and looking for my shot. They didn't really need me this game, but I know they'll need me eventually, and I'm going to try my best to be ready.